Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus. So last time out, it was our first meeting as the XRC group, and we had our first eclipse to kind of do, to sort out, which was in the Nanahoshi Mall. There was some weird shit going down with a clock. Yeah, really? A clock? And so we went through that eclipse last time and kind of dealt with it with the and Sora, Mitsuki, and Yuki. Yeah, that's right. I know. Those three were able to sort it out pretty easily. Now for this part, it's going to be a bit of a slow one. We've got a lot of cutscenes to go through before we head on to the next section, which will be us doing our side quests. And so, yeah, a successful first day for the XRC Club. We dealt with our first eclipse as an official club, and that's probably wrong, isn't it? XRC Club is probably, the C probably stands for club, so it's kind of redundant. But anyway, so the XRC is fully done. And so, yeah, all the girls are going to hang out and have some coffee and chill out. And, yeah, I'll be honest, Yuki and Shio hanging out is a bit of a... sorry, is a bit more of a weird kind of combination than the three girls, to be honest. I kind of like their relationship though, Shio and Yuki. Shio kind of acts like a, an older brother to him, kind of, constantly busting his balls, but trying to help him out and trying to make him, trying to improve him a little bit. So and that's left with Ko and Towa to hang out. So yeah. So yeah, it's time to head back. It's time to walk Towa back to the to the dojo, and also have some dinner with Gramps. It's been a while. To be honest, Towa, that labyrinth was pretty small and pretty easy, so it was really no problem whatsoever. I pressed the button too early. Never mind. Ko's been all nice again. So yeah, I guess it kind of makes. I think this, this is basically in character for Ko though. The idea of him kind of being kind of against it at first, that Towa would be part of the XRC. But now that she's here, he's kind of like grateful that she's taken on the advisor kind of role to make things a hell of a lot easier for everybody else. So yeah, this is pretty much though. Sorry. This is pretty much what Asuka was kind of worried about though in the not the last side chapter, but the side chapter before it, the hot springs, where she was kind of worried that maybe Ko jumping into and just going into and joining the XRC without giving it much thought, that even though his intentions are good, it might end up kind of crushing him trying to do all this stuff with the eclipse. So it's kind of a similar kind of feeling that Towa's got here, where she's kind of worried that about Ko kind of pushing himself too hard and jumping and helping people out, jumping in and helping people out all the time. That might be getting a bit too much for him. But Yeah, Ko's kind of putting all that to bed, kind of saying, nah, I'm just fine. And I like this little scene from Towa as well, where she's kind of like, what's going on, you know, who do you like? Do you like Shiori? Do you like Asuka? What's going on? But Ko's really mean here. Telling her that she's acting like a 12-year-old and listen, midget, don't stop acting so stupid or I'm not going to talk to you anymore. It's kind of, that's pretty brutal. To treat Towa that way. And she's I like how they've continued walking and she's still kind of pissed off at him and annoyed. Uh-oh. Somebody else. Oh my god, we've seen this prick before. That pretentious jackass, Mercuria. Hi dude, how's it going? So yes, they're at Grandpa's house for some unknown reason. And it's the first time we're meeting the guy in the middle. He'll be introduced in a minute, I swear. He isn't just a dignified old man, I swear. Apparently Towa knows him as well. Yeah, here we go. So this is Seijiro Hokuto. That's a name and a half. This is the grandfather of Mitsuki. Basically, I think he's the head of the Hokuto group. And he's been the one that's kind of been... sorry. And he's been the one that's kind of been... Yeah, he's the president of the Hokuto group. And he's been kind of helping Mitsuki kind of... you know, out from time to time to kind of make sure that she's not getting too in over her head with all this eclipse stuff and with what's going on with the and with what's going on with the Hokuto group as a whole, because you know she's under a fair bit of pressure. So anyway, this is the first time we really met him. This is the first time we met him in person. Not going to be the last time. And of course he knows about the club. He knows all. Yep, he's probably a major factor in the eclipse. Well, we'll see what happens with him later on. So it's kind of weirder that, you know, the fact that the president of the president of the Hokuto group knows, apparently knows Towa well and knows Ko's grandfather as well. It's kind of you know, kind of insane. But we'll get an explanation pretty soon, I think. Sorry for the dogs in the background. They always fucking bark. God damn it. Sorry. Anyway. Yeah, so basically explains as well how Towa knows Mitsuki and knows that she came came to Morimiya versus during middle school. Of course I'm with her. How's it going? Did we get an explanation? I can't remember whether he just blows it off. Yeah, so basically Ko's granddad has been friends with him since he was a young kid, and apparently always visits at least once a year. So yeah, and we also get a little bit of foreshadowing here, a little bit that that he's kind of turning up, that he's already had his visit for the year earlier in the spring. So it might be maybe something else is happening with him and with the Hokuto group, because he's kind of showing up in the area again. So, but we'll have to wait and see as to what happens with him. We've got a while to go. Got a good while to go, as it were. Time for school.
俺らは適当に学食にでも行ってくるぜ。
ごめんね、一緒に食べられなくて。友達との約束ならしょうがないよ。
So yeah, Shiori's dumping us for the day. Ah, what's going on?
もうそんなのじゃないってば。
I do like that. I do like that little bit of dialogue there where she's kind of where other members of the class are kind of teasing her about her relationship with Ko. You know, seeing your husband off and all that. It's kind of funny. So I kind of like that. Adds a bit of, it's a little bit of world stuff, you know, stuff going on in the background. Hey Rion, how are you? We couldn't give them a. There was no budget for them for the dialogue to give them a voice. Anyway. So yeah, Spiker's third anniversary concert is happening. So yeah, like I said, this chapter is pretty much all about or the main plot of this chapter is all about Spiker, and their concert is kind of a you know, a central part of the story for chapter 6. And of course Ryota's going because he's a fucking fanboy. And again, I like this here that Ko kind of notices that maybe Rion is a bit maybe putting on a bit of a fake smile, that maybe something else is going on with her. But I love her reaction here. She kind of notices that she notices that Ko's kind of seen her, and you know, she knows that he'll kind of she knows that he'll see through her straight away, so she has to kind of get him the fuck out of here. So I like this, that she kind of screws with him a little bit, and kind of they all go after him. That's I do like it. Rion, you know, Rion is a pretty fun character. She does offer a fair bit of good stuff here. And yeah, we get a little bit of something from Asuka as well. So yeah, we've got a few more eclipses that we've got to deal with. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing pretty much next. But we've got other stuff to deal with first. And I like how in this scene as well, Ryota's still not happy. He's still like, you're a fucking twat. It's not enough you have Shiori and Asuka. You've got doing stuff with Rion as well, you fucking bastard. My apologies. Sorry about that. So yeah. He's kind of... Ryota's just kind of like, fuck it. I'll just leave it. For God's sake, this is so pathetic. And, yeah, Asuka's already gone for the day. Yep. No XRC today, so, it's time to fuck off. So yeah, now we've got our free time before we go on to our part-time job, so we've got all of our, points to spend on our friendship episodes. Got 6 to go through. No thanks to you, you bitch. Yeah, she knew what she was doing. Like I said, I do like, you know, it's some of my favorite dialogue with, you know, when Rion and Ko kind of have a little back and forth together. They're always really entertaining characters to kind of bounce off each other. So yeah, you can kind of tell here that she's kind of hiding something, that she's going off, at this point here, she's going off to train even though the concert is tomorrow. So yeah, she's going off to do her own personal training, and she's found a place out of on the outskirts of the city, out of the way. This is really useful. This is you've got to pay attention. This is something to pay attention to. It will come up a bit later on. And so yeah, and Ko's kind of hit the nail on the head that she's feeling really, yeah, there is something up with her, but she's not being very forthcoming yet about what's going on with her. I'm sure we'll find out later on. But anyway, time to get a call. So yeah, so we've got our free time now, so we've got some side quests to do, but in chapter 6 we've actually got a couple of eclipses to go through as well. So I think we're going to be doing the 2 extra eclipses first, then we've got some quiet side quests to do, and then we can move on to doing the friendship episodes. And this is a bit of a change as well for Asuka as well. That's basically she is going to Ko, and you know, she is going to Ko, and she is kind of relying on him to kind of do stuff, because she's, you know, got other things she needs to check out, and so she's yeah, as Ko mentions here, she seems to trust him a little bit more now, which is kind of nice, kind of useful. So yeah, so it's time for us to head into Star Camera. This is the site of the first eclipse. So yeah, so that's where we're going to be heading next. We're going to be heading into Star Camera, and we're going to be doing the first optional eclipse. But that's not going to be till next part. Fuck. Join me next time for the next part of Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus, when we'll be doing the 2 optional eclipses, and we're also going to start doing the side quests and the friendship episodes. So join me next time for the next part of Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus. See you next time.